So what am I going to reporting on today? Plopsaland De Panne seems to have confirmed a new coaster for 2021. Hello there guys, my name is Aaron Challoner from Coaster Channel YouTube channel, Doncaster born but built for Theme Park News, and welcome to a Theme Park Newsroom update from Plopsaland De Panne. Now let's give you the whole history on this project. Now before we get started, make sure you go and check out the video from yesterday on Nemesis at Alton Towers with the review. Very good review, nice footage over the top that I took from the park in June. Try and get back down there for Scarefest as soon as possible. Also make sure you check out our video from earlier today on the brand new Grand Curiosa Hotel project at Liseberg in Sweden. And yes, this is a Theme Park News update from Plopsaland De Panne. Now the history on this project goes as follows. Now rumours were spreading a few months ago now, that we did a video on. Rumours about a Mack Extreme Spinning Coaster for Plopsaland De Panne in 2022. Now ever since I released that video, I was looking online, different forums and news articles that said that I think it was specifically the forums that said, it's the CEO of Plopsa. It might not even be Plopsaland De Panne. Holiday Park's going to be investing a lot of money into the park over the next few years. Is it going to be for that park? Well, we've got confirmation it isn't Holiday Park, it is Plopsaland De Panne, and it's not going to be 2022, it's going to be 2021. Now, we do have some official stats from what we saw. So the stats then read as follows. So basically the CEO was spotted on an image with a presentation for something called the Champions League, which is pretty surreal. So basically what we know so far from an article that reported this news, it will be the first of its kind in Europe, so Europe's first extreme spinning coaster, which is magical. The manufacturer, of course, will be Mack Ride, same manufacturer as the prototype extreme spinning coaster, which is, of course, Time Traveller, that opened last year at Silver Dollar City. It will open in 2021. That's all we know about the coaster. However, they also revealed plans for next year, 2022 and 2023. Now, of course, plans can change in the long term. However, it seems like these are set in stone and these will be happening in that year. 2020, we know that Dino Splash's refurbishment will be completed, as well as the opening of the brand new Plopsa Hotel. We did an earlier news update right back at the sort of first few months of the year, which is months ago, so make sure you go and check out that video. In 2022, the Bumba Kids area with the new kids coaster, that's now been pushed back to 2022, so that'll open then. I've seen the concept image. If you sort of zoom in on, if you have a look online for that conference picture, it's on the forum about Plopsaland 2022, or now 2021 should we say. Make sure you go and zoom in because you'll see a bit of concept art from the new Bumba area. It looks stunning. And 2023, they will be opening something that I didn't expect this to happen. It's the brand new sort of accommodation, I guess, called Plopsa Camping. Now, I'm guessing from the concept art as well that I saw again on that presentation image, that's in the community as well. So make sure you go and check out the community for that image, where you can zoom in, have a closer look, see all the concept art in those little squares. Have a closer look because they all look brilliant in terms of concepts. Obviously the coaster isn't a concept, it's just an image of Time Traveller, but the rest of them concept art. But yeah, with Plopsa Camping, I'm getting Explorer Glamping vibes from Chessington World of Adventures, where it's like a massive field where you can set up your tent, or there'll be preset Plopsa tents, as well as some different playing areas and areas where you can just enjoy, relax. It's a real camping site, and I definitely think Plopsa are going to be a hit with that. Moving forward a year then to the Bumba Kids area. I know you want to hear my thoughts on the coaster, but we're going to sort of go through it with the smaller projects first. Obviously they are still big projects, but not as big as a coaster in my opinion. So moving on to the Bumba Kids area. Obviously if you see the image in the community, you'll see that image, and if you sort of look closer, you'll see that concept art for the Bumba area. That looks fantastic, absolutely wonderful. And yeah, I'm definitely excited for that project, especially with the new kids coaster, some more new kids attractions, I'm sure, based on that Bumba character, and it definitely looks fantastic. Moving in then to next year, sort of skipping 2021 for a second, just for a minute, don't worry. 2020 with the brand new Dino Splash completion. Obviously we saw our first glimpse of the project in summer 2019 and guests got to experience the first half of the refurbishment project going on with that log flume, the old De Boomer Stam Jazz, now called Dino Splash, and it does look fantastic for a first half of a project. Obviously, I can't wait for this next closed season for Plopsaland De Panne because, of course, they're going to sort of complete that ride. Obviously, the Plopsa Hotel is a good move for the park. Get guests staying overnight. And I think the Plopsa Hotel was good in the long term because, of course, with this coaster project and the new kids area and the camping site in the next couple of years, in the next 2-3 years, I'm definitely thinking that Plopsa Hotel was just the start of growing their park to make it not a one-day thing. Now, of course, the big thing, my thoughts on the confirmed 2021 Mack Extreme Spinning Roller Coaster. What a move for the park. Now, I was expecting, if this coaster was coming to Europe, I was expecting this at a park like Leesburg, Europa, Portaventura. You know, I was expecting this project to go somewhere around the bigger parks. Plopsaland's still a massive park, don't get me wrong. But I was expecting this at a different park, I'm not going to lie. So I think Plopsaland investing in this is a great move. Now, of course, Europa Park are rumoured to get a coaster between 2021 and 2023. We know Portaventura is probably nearly overdue now for a new thrill coaster. The last thrill coaster they added was 2012 with Shambhala. And then, you know, in terms of an extended coaster, I'm not going to count Red Force because that was a strat coaster, but that's still a thrill coaster. So technically, it's not since Ferrari Land they added a thrill coaster, but in terms of the main Portaventura park, we haven't seen a coaster in the main park since 2012 with Shambhala. Still a book at this coaster, by the way. Still want to try that out. So Europa Park, like I said, they're going to be due for a new coaster in a couple of years. Portaventura are overdue for a new coaster, hopefully in the future of the 2020s decade, in the early 2020s decade. I'm sure there's other big European parks that are destined for a new coaster as well. We know Phantasialand's going to add their new coaster Fly at least next year, which looks to be the case now, because they are still building the Hotel Charles Lindbergh. The track's pretty much completed, or all but completed from what we can sort of hear from construction work. Obviously, make sure you go back and watch our January 2019 construction footage that was sent in to us on site from Phantasialand. Make sure you go and check that out on the Phantasialand playlist. Fantastic. So I think Plopsaland have made the smart move this year to announce the Extreme Spinning Coaster. And they're announcing it now because construction work will start soon. I'm predicting the construction work will start soon. Now, like I said in that earlier video when we talked about the rumour, when we first sort of heard about this, I don't know where this is going to be located. Comment down below your thoughts, but the only thing I can think of was that site that I showed you in that earlier video. Make sure you go back and watch that out. It was like a big yellow site that I sort of circled. It replaced the family coaster and the Squid Surfer attraction, and part of it went over the lake. I believe, don't get me wrong, comment down below if I'm wrong, but I believe that grass area opposite Height of the Ride, which is part of the circled area in yellow, I believe that's where the old Batfly of La Mise used to be. Again, comment down below if I'm wrong. But that's the only site I can think of. Unless they remove a big coaster, obviously not Height of the Ride because it's more recent, but if they remove a coaster, apart from removing coasters, I can't see a big site they could put this in unless they expand the land. Round Plopsaland. Obviously they can't put it next to Height of the Ride, literally running alongside it, because of course there's like car parking right near one of Height of the Ride's turns. You know, the car park is right underneath one of the GCI turns, so it'd be impossible to put a coaster right next to that side of Height of the Ride. Obviously you've got Dino Splash right near to the going downward from Height of the Ride's layout, so you can't exactly put it sort of at the top of Height of the Ride because you've got Dino Splash in the way. So you've got to think now, and you've got to think, what can Plopsaland do with the space they have? If they can't expand the land, what can they do with the space they have? I'm still curious about that. It should be interesting to find out if we're going to hear about any ride closures going on early. I think if we were to see a ride closure, whether coaster or other attractions, we'll see it early 2020 in my opinion. Because of course they want to get groundwork started on this. Time Traveller started pretty early. in terms of construction, because of course they had to bring in that 90-degree drop from a high station. I don't think that's going to be the case with this one. I think this one's going to be a custom layout, and I believe we are going to see, we're not going to see that 90-degree drop out of a high station. We're going to see just a normal launch. I think we're just going to go straight into the launch with this one. Again, I can't wait to see what the layout's going to be like when they release it. Is it going to be anything like a steampunk theme like Time Travel at Silverdale City is? Again, we don't know. It could be. It could be. I'm thinking with the train design, they could do something really cool with this. It could be a sea monster. It could be a creature, a serpent. It could be something steampunky like Time Traveller. There's plenty of things that can go for. I know. I've seen the website for Mack Rides. Pretty much all their rides, you can literally theme it to whatever you want, and they will adjust train designs. They'll adjust theming and station work and things like that. They'll literally do anything to match the theme that you're looking for. So it should be interesting. Make sure you go and check out the Mack website for the Extreme Spinning Coaster, because there's some exciting elements they could add to this. I'm going to put the link to the Extreme Spinning Coaster Mack Rides website in the description down below, so you can have a look for yourself. But I've seen some pretty cool elements on there that they could include in this. So there we go. So that's this news then. So 2020, next year, expect a Plopsa Hotel and the full completion, the second half completed for Dino Splash refurbishment. 2021 Extreme Spinning Coaster. I want to try and travel out there to celebrate. You know, once I finish, if it's going to open in the summer, once I finish uni, got my degree, I'll celebrate, or I'll try and celebrate by taking a trip down to Plopsaland De Panne, or I'll try to. I'm not too sure yet if it's going to happen or not, but I think my dream celebration would be to ride the new Extreme Spinning Coaster, unless any other projects come out. Maybe I'll stay overnight in Belgium and do Plopsaland one day, Wallaby Belgium with their new mega coaster the next day. So who knows? 2021, a Belgium mega trip could be in the hands. Is Bobby Jean Lang going to add something in 2021? Probably not, since they've just added Fury this year. So again, we'll have to wait and see. But this is, I think, one of the biggest. Like, I'm going to mention this in the European analysis video, but this will be one of the most competitive years for Belgian parks since the early 90s. You know, there was a time in the 90s when Wallaby Belgium had a Cobra and Loup Garou, and then there was a time in the 70s when Bobby Jean Lang and Wallaby Belgium added coasters and competed with each other. In 2021, it will be a repeat of the Belgian parks competing with its Plopsaland De Panne and Wallaby Belgium. Is Bobby Jean Lang going to get in the mix? We don't know, but I would like to see that. As well as some other Belgian parks maybe get into the mix and start competing. I think 2021 could be the year of the Belgians. Nice to see Belgian parks competing again, by the way. So yeah, I think Plopsaland De Panne, Wallaby Belgium for a double trip, a duo trip in 2021 could be on the cards. But again, we can't confirm that or promise anything at this stage. But it's definitely a dream trip to celebrate my uni degree. So thank you very much for watching this Theme Park Newsroom update from Plopsaland De Panne. Like I said, I think 2021 is going to be the year of the Belgians in terms of Europe, unless anything else massive comes out. Mega Coaster at Wallaby Belgium, Plopsaland De Panne in Belgium getting an Extreme Spinning Coaster. What will Bobby Jean Lang and other smaller parks do? Thank you very much. Make sure you like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to Coaster Chal so you never miss a YouTube video. And for now, guys, my name is Coaster Chal. Keep living the coaster life, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care. Have an awesome day, my friends.